Okay, today we're going to go over the new MDT TIMBR Frontier chassis and all the features it has with it. So we're going to start from the beginning on what you're going to get in your package when it arrives at your house. So you get a box like this, you open it up, and we do have this chassis in a bag just to protect the wood. In the box, you're going to get your TIMBR Frontier manual, and you also will receive a vertical grip that you can replace the angled grip with. We're going to start from the front end and work our way back. So on the front here, we do have a full M-LOK rail, and it does come installed with a piece of Picatinny rail on the M-LOK for attaching your bipods to. This allows you to run a Picatinny rail or any other M-LOK accessories like an Arca rail if you want to as well. It makes it super versatile and a really solid connection point for your bipod, your tripod, that type of stuff. Moving back, you can see the aluminum micro chassis or sub chassis in the wood here. This runs by the recoil lug all the way down into the grip and into the buttstock, giving it a really rigid footprint for you to put your action into. On the bottom here, we do have an AICS bottom metal. So that gives you access to 3, 5, 10, 12 round magazines, depending on your caliber you're shooting. This is a short action setup right now for this one. We have an ambidextrous mag release, which makes it really nice and easy to push on that to drop your mag. If you are left-handed or shooting offhand, you can hit it from either side of that as well. It does come with the action bolts you'll need for this, and it is a 4mm Allen wrench for that. So to add more modularity to the MDT TIMBR Frontier chassis, we wanted to make sure that we had a great grip area. And to do that, we went with a polymer overmolded grip. So it has a nice rubber tactile feel to it that has a nice grip to it as well. When it's shipped to you, you're gonna see that it's gonna have a angled grip on this. The angled grip does have a slightly smaller profile for people that have smaller hands, or if you like to shoot a more of an angled grip. We also do offer the vertical grip, which has a bit of a fatter profile on this. And it has a almost vertical angle on that for people that prefer this style of grip to shooting, because it's more of a newer style shooting grip. So to change your grip from your angled grip to your vertical grip, if you want to, you need to remove 4 Allen head screws, 2 on either side of the grip, and then there's 1 on the bottom here as well for the tail piece. The only thing to be aware of, there is 5 screws here, and 1 is shorter than the other, and that's the one that goes back in the tail. Okay, so that's the vertical grip. You can kind of see the difference in the angle there and also the profile of these. Okay, so moving into the buttstock, one of the things we really wanted to add to a wood style chassis, like we like to call it, was the adjustability in the back end to really make sure you had perfect fitment to the shooter. So this involved having length of pull adjustment. So you can just undo your knob here. You can roll your length of pull out to whatever length you need to fit your body. The other nice thing we added on this is you also can adjust for your vertical placement of your butt pad as well. We've come to find this is super important for fitment and also managing recoil too. Now, obviously, you need to have perfect eye alignment to your scope when you're shooting to have natural point of aim, and it just makes you much more accurate of a gun to shoot. So we did include a cheek riser and adjustability in that. We also made a nice foam cover on this, so it's very comfortable, on all temperatures when you're shooting it. So to install your action into the TIMBR Frontier chassis, it's very simple. We do have 2 nylon nuts on the action screws here, so you need to remove those. Using a 4mm Allen head key. Like I said, this is a Tikka, this one we're installing right now, and it does have the recoil lug already installed in this bottom metal. And what I like to do is hold pressure down on the action and hold it towards the rear. And I'll give this, start these screws here, just so just so they snug, and then I back them off just a touch. Just a little bit of a turn. And then I just give it a bit of a tap there just to set it nicely, make sure it's good. And then I'll go back and forth, tighten these up evenly, and then we'll take a torque wrench and finish the final torque on these down to 65 inch-pounds. So install of your barreled action should realistically be less than a minute or so.